kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. They don't wanna see me care. Anytime I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up, cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Won't bother I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be fucking sour, take a cold shower. Scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder. And all the doubters, they're just your downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring, yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart, are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs, are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it.
Welcome to a news story. Tonight, we dip into Session 0 of Edmonton By Night. This game is a Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition game. This is the first of a couple of Session Zeros that I will be running for our individual players. Our players come from all walks of life. Some have played, some have not. I, as a DM, as a storyteller in this case, am a veteran D&D player. 3 years worth of DMing experience for D&D. But I've never played Vampire the Masquerade before, so this is a whole new ballgame for me. We are going to be learning this game together. We are going to be telling stories together about the underbelly of Alberta's capital in Canada. We welcome you to whatever the future holds for our players, for our stories, and for the adventures that they will all have. There also needs to be a trigger warning. I do tend to favor darker scenarios. So this might not be approved for all audiences. Just keep that in mind. With that being said, welcome you to Edmonton by Night. I am your storyteller, Blazewing, and with me tonight, who are you?
I am Marli.
Marli, tell us a bit about yourself.
Ooh, okay. I am Marli, and I work from home. I spend most of my time in the storytelling world on TikTok. I play a character named Alorah, who is being brought to this game. And mostly, I just work and hang out with you guys.
So, Marli, thank you
Yes.
for playing with me in a brand new adventure. You are bringing Alorah in from TikTok.
Yes, I am.
So, as a human, why don't you describe Alorah? Who is Alorah? Because we are starting off with you and with Alorah as a human for our session 0.
Oh, this will be nice. Alorah is, first of all, she is the same age as me, so she's 39. She has grown up in Kentucky in a very small little place in a small town on her farm with her family. She has her mother, her father, and a little brother who's in high school. She spends her days helping on the farm when she's not off doing other chores, helping neighbors. She's very, very inquisitive, and that has helped her to learn a lot. She's very much the type of character that would prefer to find her own way to do things or learn it from a book as opposed to someone teaching her. And it causes her to get into a lot of trouble. And anyone who knows anything about me or my characters knows that we get into trouble all the time.
So, with that being said, is there anything else you would like to mention for our audience that I haven't covered?
No, that's it for the human side. Very simple. Just a simple little farm girl.
Speaking of your human side, we're going to get started here. Folks, let's get ready to play Vampire. Marli, to set the scene, I asked you earlier while we were fleshing out details to think about where you currently are, your family farmstead. Think about what's going on around you, thinking about how the property looks, thinking about kind of minute details. I want you to paint a scene for us. Where are you? What's going on around you? And we'll start there.
Okay. So this is going to take place in the outskirts of Lexington. So she is technically in Lexington, but you'll know it when you see it kind of place. Her nearest neighbor is going to be well over 2 miles away. Everything is very spacious, very, very beautiful. And she lives in this nice little area next to a forest. They made their farm an orchard so that it would blend with the forest and not take away from the natural beauty around them, but also help them bring in funds because that's how they make their living. As you go past the orchard, you find the house. It's a nice 2-story house. There isn't really a lot of work put into making it beautiful because everything out there is just very naturally amazing. So you're not going to find everything you would find in a city, but you will find beautiful barns that are painted and wonderful, wonderful windows that open up everything in the house. You're going to be able to see for miles in any direction from the second floor. They have a nice big barn where they keep some horses and their sheep. And of course, they have mini cows because you have to have mini cows. There's a pasture in the back. and that's where the animals get to graze. For the most part, she loves to spend her time either in the orchard or in the forest itself. She's huge on nature. So she does know a lot about the animals, but she prefers the plant life to the people and the animals.
Don't we?
Yes.
So the date that we're playing is February 7th, 2023. Paint a scene for me. Where do we find Alorah today?
Today, we would find Alorah helping with the neighbor, which was just over 2 miles away. She would be helping with the cows today, because they also have mini cows, and that seems to be the only animal she actually likes. She doesn't get along with the others. So they had to take them to the vet. She would have gone with them there and then help bring them back. She rides her bike back to the house where her mom would have already finished dinner. Her dad would have already finished his chores and just be packing away all of the equipment into the other side of the barn. Her brother is coming back from sports, and she would be going in and just getting herself showered and changed and ready for the evening, where she would go and eat dinner, then double check all the animals are locked up, make sure that everything's in its place, do a walkthrough of everything, which is pretty much her reason to spend time around the trees and kind of get lost in the forest. She claims to be checking on everything, and she really just wants to get away from everyone.
So you come back to the farm. Father's packing things up. Your mother's finishing dinner. Your brother's coming back from sports. Everybody is kind of meeting up at the end of their day. It's been kind of a busy day. Father out toiling in the field. Your mother, again, being a bit of a busybody around the home. And your brother doing whatever he was off doing. As you come up the drive coming from your neighbor's house, your father seems to be standing in the middle of the driveway, waiting for you. He seems to be kind of slightly worried. He seems to have a worried look on his face as he watches you come up the driveway. But he doesn't say anything.
I would approach him, ask if everything was okay today. Ask him how everything went with what he was doing with the farm and how the chores were and if all the equipment was okay, and see if anything was on his mind.
So, I want you to frame this like it's actually happening. Give me a play-by-play. Describe things for me. Lay them out, and when you speak, I look at Dad and I say,
Question.
Mhm.
Are you going to answer as the dad?
yes,
Okay, good.
so my job as your storyteller, you focus on your character, right? And your character's development and your end of the story. My job as the storyteller is to run everything else up to and including the thousands of NPCs that you will inevitably come across.
Okay, that works. So I would get off my bike, walk up to my father, and ask, how was your day?
Well, I got things in the field straightened out. But as I was coming back, I heard some squawking at the chicken coop. Apparently, we've lost another one.
Oh, really? Do you know what it is yet? Is it a coyote or something?
For the life of me, I cannot figure out what it is or how it's getting into our blasted chicken coop. I've locked that thing up tighter than Fort Knox. I've set traps, and it seems to be able to get around it all the time. every time. And
Has
I'm
it affected any of the other animals we have? Or is it just the chickens?
not yet, it hasn't. Seems to be just the chickens. But, no telling how long that'll last, and I can't afford to keep replacing them. We're tight on money enough as it is.
Would you like us to keep making rounds and checking on them? I can go out after dinner and just double check and make sure everything's okay.
That might not be a bad idea. Don't forget to take the shotgun with you just in case, as usual.
Of course.
Last thing I want to have to do is rush you to the hospital.
Well, if I'm holding a shotgun, you may have to rush me anyway. You know how bad my aim is.
I mean, I'm not debating that, but it's better than nothing. Do you want me to send your brother with you?
No, it's fine. I don't mind going by myself. It's not that far.
You know where the shotgun is. You know where the flashlight is. But let's not worry about that until after supper, shall we?
Yeah. You know what's for dinner?
I have no idea, but knowing your mother, it's probably something delicious. To say anything less would probably have her kill me.
Yeah, let's stick with that.
How was your day?
It was good. We got the baby cows taken care of. They have their shots and everything, and everyone's really happy over there. So I think it's going to be a good round for them. It's their first time having mini cows, so I hope it goes well. I think it will.
Well, here's to hoping. Only time will tell, I suppose. You did, of course, let them know that if they needed a hand with anything, they were more than welcome to ask, right?
Of course. I told them that if they need me, I can go over there at any time, and that you were the expert because you're the one that trained me.
Your father just kind of smiles for a moment. It's almost like a little smirk at the corner of his mouth. Atta girl. Well, what say we not keep your mother waiting any longer? You know how she gets when we're late for supper.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
And with that, your father leads you inside of the house. I want you to describe the inside of this house for me, the entryway. And I want you to just kind of describe the layout. Paint a picture.
Okay. When you first walk in, you're going to walk in a red door. Had to be red. And you're going to see very, very rustic furniture. Everything in there almost looks like it was taken out of a thrift shop that bought it straight out of a magazine. So it's a little used, but it's beautiful. We have the rocking chairs out front. Inside, you're going to walk in, and there's the living room. It's not huge, but it's nice. There's just the one couch. We don't have a TV, but we have a fireplace and a radio. So we don't really keep up with everything. We just like to keep it simple. You're going to go straight past the couch, and when you turn left, you're going to enter the dining room, where we do have a beautiful china cabinet with amazing dishes that are decorated with apples, because you got to have apple dishes. It's a full set, one that's been passed down, from generation to generation as a wedding gift to everyone, going back to my grandmother. And at the table, the dishes we're using there have cows on them. There are 4 place settings. There's a big window at the far end of the table, and that's the side that my father will sit on. Mom will sit across from him. I'm going to sit right next to the china cabinet, and my brother will sit across from me.
What is your...
Behind him,
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
so behind him is a big yellow, ugly yellow wall. Don't like it. It's ugly yellow. But they thought it was pretty when they were, doing the farm stuff. That's where they put this ugly cuckoo clock that is completely off and doesn't know when to cuckoo. Always at the wrong time.
So tell me, what has your mother cooked tonight?
She made shepherd's pie.
classic. As she sets the dish of shepherd's pie down on the table in front of everyone, kind of in the middle of the table. She also puts a couple of pitchers of water, salt and pepper shaker. How she's carrying all of this, you have no idea. It seems to be a talent she's just developed somehow to be able to carry more than should be humanly possible.
I'll agree with that.
You know, the less trips, the better. As she sits down across from your father, looks around. So how was your day? She kind of looks at her husband for a moment. It's fine. Not really much going on. Lost another chicken. Can't really say much other than that. She looks over at you. And for you, Alorah?
Oh, my day was good. Helped with the mini cows. Everyone is all set and excited. Everyone's healthy. Everything's fine as far as I know. How was your day?
Oh, you know, kind of puttering around the house, keeping up with the chores on the inside here, cooking supper, making sure kind of everything's set up all nice. Did some laundry. Kind of an ordinary day, really. She looks at your brother. Your brother doesn't really respond. Just kind of, it was a day.
He's a teenager. It was a day.
As you guys dig in, you can smell the absolutely mouth-watering smell of the shepherd's pie, the mashed potatoes that have been buttered up all nicely, the beef which has been seasoned. You're not sure with what, but it's got a really nice zing to it.
Yeah, clearly I'm not a chef. I'll trust her with the seasonings.
She's even mixed in some peas and corn. She's got layers. She's made layers of it. There's layers of cheese between each layer. This has to be like the cheesiest shepherd's pie that you have ever had.
Oh, jeez.
She just kind of looks around as you all take your bit. She reaches for some herself. And before long, you guys are all eating. Probably about an hour later, pick up with you in the living room, sitting on the couch, your family, having retired, your mother puttering around in the kitchen. Comes back a moment later. I don't have the energy for the dishes tonight. I'll get them later or tomorrow, or I'll find some time for it. So, any plans for tomorrow, my dear?
Thinking that tomorrow I should probably help out in the field a bit, make sure that everything's, going right so we can get everything going with Dad and not overwork him. And you want to check on the gates for the chickens too. I think that we need to find out what's happening over there.
Your father just kind of chuckles for a moment. He looks over at you and says, "Don't worry about the field work. That's all done for now."
Then I'm going to worry about the chickens.
You worry about the chickens starting tomorrow morning. Go check on them tonight, but worry about getting everything all straightened around tomorrow morning if you can. That would be a great help. One less thing that I have to do around here.
Of course, I don't mind.
Goes back to sticking his nose in his book. Can't really make out the title of the book. But he's like thoroughly invested in it. And a moment later, he's just gone to the world. So tell me, where do you go from here? How do you see the rest of this evening playing out?
I see her taking this time to go and check on the chickens now that it's dark, figuring if something's sneaking around, it's probably out after dark anyway. So she's going to go and investigate. She'll probably forget the shotgun and only grab a flashlight because she doesn't think that far ahead usually.
Okay. So, a second, let me take a look at your character sheet here. That would be... You know what? I'm going to get you to roll me an intelligence roll. And before you tell me how many successes you have, I'm going to also pull up my difficulty chart. Since we are all new to this. So, what you are going to do is grab 2d10s. Your 10-sided dice.
I have it on my phone, which I'm using, so I can hit the button and tell you what it says.
Yep. You're going to have to roll them separately if it combines the totals, because I need each individual total. I need the individual total on each dice.
Okay. So it's a 10 and a 3.
That is 1 success.
Ooh, that's good.
That will actually do for me. You do not actually forget the shotgun. Your father seems to have placed it right next to the door for you, thinking ahead a little bit.
He knows me.
As you're getting ready to head out the door, putting on your jacket, putting on your boots, don't forget the gun by the door.
I got it.
Atta girl. You're assuming he sunk like right back into his book.
Yeah, he's gone to the world again.
So how does this farm look? Paint it for me.
So from the street, you have 1 acre that's going to be the orchard, then the driveway, and then the other half of the orchard.
Okay.
It's a long driveway going in. It goes straight to the house. You have to go around the house to the right to find the barn, and the chickens are going to be right outside that barn. So it's going to be me going out the back of the house, and I just go to the right, and I'll be able to get to the chickens, and all the other animals are inside the barn. So from the barn, we have a pasture out back. It's going to be a fenced out couple acres for the animals to run around in. And then to the left side of everything is the forest. So the forest actually comes right up to the left side of the orchard, all the way to the back around the pasture.
As does at night, the forest actually looks fairly dark. Fairly, not very welcoming, all things considered. Sure, you've probably played around here a fair bit as a kid, but it's a whole different beast at night. Shapes don't seem quite right at night, with the shadows kind of looming around you. As you pull up to the chicken coop, you can hear the quiet clucking from inside.
I'm going to take the flashlight and I'm going to start looking around the fenced area to see if I can find any evidence of what could be going in and out or where it might be coming in and out.
Roll me an awareness roll.
Ooh.
As I attempt to adjust from D&D setting, I'm probably going to start off with heavier rolls, and I will end up paring those down as I figure out what works, what doesn't, and what's needed, and what's not.
I am not winning this. I got a 4 and a 1.
You got a 4 and a 1. So your successes are counted as anything over 6. Which means you have failed both rolls, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That means you do not actually find anything around where you're looking. The one thing you do notice, however, is that the gate appears to be unlatched. But you don't actually find any, signs of anything.
Yeah, that could have just been my dad earlier when he was checking on, the chicken.
So, where are you going from here? This is your story. I'm just the guide.
So I'm gonna start wanting to look around the area. So from the coop, I'm gonna follow the pasture, and I'm on the outside of the pasture, but I'm gonna follow the fence line for the pasture to see if I can see any footprints or anything, because I don't see anything at the chicken coop. So it's either coming through the pasture, through the orchard, or through the forest to get to them.
So you're checking.
So yeah, I'm just gonna walk the fence line. That's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna go towards the forest area.
Takes you probably about 15 minutes ish. You're kind of walking slow, looking around, keeping an eye out around you. You're not really seeing anything out of the ordinary. Off in the distance, you might hear, the hooting of an owl, maybe the chirps of birds getting ready to end their day. You hear the creaking of the house and the fence as it kind of settles on the ground. You hear your animals off in the distance coming from behind you. But you're not really seeing anything over here.
So without finding anything, I'll probably just head back towards the house. And obviously, I'm going to put the shotgun back where it goes.
As you're heading back towards the house, there appears to come a loud squawking from the chicken coop.
Oh, I'm running for them chickens.
Running for them chickens, are you?
I am running for them chickens. You got my southern to come out. I am
Are you
running for them chickens.
are you making any sort of are you giving anybody any sort of heads up, any sort of notice?
No, I turned off the flashlight because I thought I could surprise it. I'm just running towards the chicken.
I love where this is going. You take off toward the chicken coop. Gun in hand, flashlight off.
Forget
Terry,
I'm even holding a gun.
pardon?
Said I forgot I was even holding a gun.
Gun in hand, flashlight turned off. You open the gate, step inside, head over to the hatch for the chicken coop, the door that you guys would normally enter. And as you open it, there appears to be something large in the chicken coop. Almost humanoid figure. It doesn't notice you open the door.
I'm yelling, oh, hell no. Bigfoot's supposed to be on the West Coast. What is this?
And at that, it stops and drops the half a chicken that it was eating. And it turns around to look at you. First thing you notice, those glowing red eyes staring at you. Seems kind of shaggy in certain places. And it growls.
I ain't seen a dog that looked like that before.
Are you actually saying this out loud?
Yes.
You see it lick some of the blood off of its lips. And it growls again. You think you hear
I'm just
something
gonna-
you think you hear something along the lines of fresh meat.
No, I ain't fresh. I'm spoiled. I'm almost 40 years old. This ain't fresh. Now you're thinking youngin. That might be fresh. This ain't fresh. This is all. I'm gonna exit stage left and just let you finish your meal. We'll pick this up later. I'm gonna start walking backwards.
Too late. I've got your scent now.
I mean, you know where I live. Yeah. I shouldn't be talking to a giant Bigfoot dog. I really shouldn't. Um, How about we just have you over for some dinner? I think we have some leftovers, actually. You want some leftover shepherd's pie?
Your leftovers, they're not gonna help me at all. I want you now.
You don't want me. You don't. No, I'm past the expiration date. You don't want me. Still
Stops.
trying to back up, but kind of too scared to move. I
It
should not be talking to this thing.
it stops and stares at you for a moment. Just see its eyes kind of blink. Make me a dexterity roll
Oh goodness.
as
Okay.
it lunges at you.
Oh, we're doing lunging. That's great. That's wonderful. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, thank God. Okay, I got a 4 and a 10.
That is one success. No, hold on. Actually, yes, that is one success because it's a pair that counts as double. So that counts as one success. You don't quite make it out of the way in time.
Didn't think I would. It's probably faster than me.
It knocks you to the ground. And it snarls as it kind of pins you there for a moment. You have no idea what is about to happen, do you?
Whatever it is, I'm kind of regret that I already ate dinner because I think you owe me dinner for at least this much. Also, terror. Lots of terror.
You know what? You have a quick tongue on you. Sharp tongue. I like that. I'm not gonna kill you outright,
Oh, that's nice.
but you're not gonna be exactly alive. Talk about it either.
Oh, are you gonna turn me into one of them zombies?
Think I'm a zombie?
I'm not sure what you are. I'm pretty sure you're a Bigfoot dog.
Either way. I'm hungry. And you amuse me.
So I get to live. Yay.
Almost.
Oh,
He leans over you, and you feel a sharp stabbing pain in the side of your throat as his jaws close around it.
yeah, I'm too scared to even try to scream or move at that point. I'm pretty sure I'm dying at that moment. I'm just like, he was probably just being nice so I wouldn't scream, and then, he can just kill.
You can feel the energy slowly being drained out of you. Moment by moment, you find yourself becoming weak. What seems like an eon later, something warm trickling down your throat. Coppery. Liquid.
Oh.
You're ready to say goodbye. It's tonight's sunset is the last you're going to see.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lay there making dead fish face, the not really speaking. Yeah, not doing nothing because I'm just gonna lay there. That's it. That's all I got.
And that's where we're going to fade to black for the moment.
Yeah.
We're going to take a bit of a stretch break. I'm going to stop for about 15 minutes. And when we come back, we're going to find out what happens to you.
Do I get to eat a chicken? Because I kind of was hoping to eat a chicken after we started talking about them.
We're going to find out. That being said, 15 minutes.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. They don't wanna see me care. Anytime I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up, cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. So instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, isn't that? Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help, I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I'm gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help, I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Taking shots at the enemy, I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof up. I'm too honest when I take a few shots, they're too toxic, need to take a new song. And you cannot save me, cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots.
You are not as tough as
tracks and some music that you never guessed. I don't slack, don't lose, learn your lesson yet. When I get to choose what I do, I'm like a weapon. I'm not sharp as many, but got hard. I'm ready to change scars to envy, to win large and plenty. I like to play fast, never change back. Calling out, I'll pay back, cause I'm great at that. Oh, you cannot save me, cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots.
you are not as tough though.
Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots, who are not as tough as me. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots, who are not as tough as me. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, I'm losing shit. A stupid myth, you choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. Oh,
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions, each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
And here we sit. Welcome back. Kind of a short introduction to Alorah here. At least to who she is as a person. We now find ourselves faced with a bit of an issue because Alorah lay bleeding out on the ground. Or at least she did. For a moment. You're not quite sure how long it's been. You're not quite sure any time has passed at all. And at the same time, you feel like it's been an eternity. As that blackness slowly starts to recede. You can hear muffled sounds from around you. You're not quite sure what's going on. You do know that your eyes, at the moment, refuse to open. But your sense of smell, something off about it. The hard ground beneath your back feels firm and earthy. You can smell that earth better than you ever had been able to before. You can taste the moisture on the air. And still your eyes refuse to open. You can hear a rustling of what might be chicken feathers. But from what you remember as your groggy mind starts to bring itself back around, is that the chicken feathers shouldn't be anywhere near you at the moment. They should be inside and locked up. But yet they sound like they're almost right next to you.
Okay. I'm going to try and decipher the scents around me and the sounds while I'm trying to get my eyes to open.
One moment. I will be one moment. The husband's throwing something in the microwave.
Okay.
Sorry, could you say that again for me?
I'm going to continue trying to decipher the scents and the sounds around me while trying to move my body and get my eyes to open. So I'm trying to force all of my senses at once, kind of hoping I can like shock my body, like when you're in a deep sleep and you can like jump yourself awake. I'm going to try to do that.
You're going to try and force yourself back to consciousness. Make me a resolve roll, please. Actually, better yet. One moment while I double check with the sheet here. Yeah, make me a resolve check.
Okay. Ten and 4.
What is it with you and the 10s and 4s tonight?
I don't know. It's a totally different program too. Like it's a completely different program than the other one. Apparently 10-4 is just my thing.
So that is one success. And that will be enough to force your eyes open. Everything looks blurry. Muffled sounds start to slowly come back into focus almost. You can hear some muttering. And off in the distance, you can hear what appear to be voices seemingly coming from inside the house. Your father and your mother talking amongst themselves.
Probably wondering what's taken me so long.
From beside you, you hear muttering.
Oh, is Chupacabra Ruff still there?
I just wanted to make sure you were going to wake up.
Oh my.
Not everybody survives that.
I guess I'm a tough one. Still
You-
owe me a dinner?
Pardon?
Oh, I guess I was dinner, huh? Yeah.
You were dinner.
I'm a meal that talks back. That's nice.
So, there's a few things that you're going to need to know. First, you may not wish to go back home.
Why not?
Let's just say you're a little higher on the food chain than the residents of the house.
Not sure I quite understand, but all of my stuff's in there.
And
So, like,
we got about 5 minutes or so, 5-10 minutes, before things start to head south.
south, like with me?
This is going to be interesting. Trying to figure out whether I should let you figure out things on your own.
I don't even know who you are.
You can call me Daddy, I suppose. Not quite the same ring, but yeah, it's close enough for your understanding. The mechanics of this are friggin' weird.
I'm not even sure I want to know now. So about the chickens, are
What
you going to stop that? Because that's why I was out here.
Well, I mean, now that you know I'm here, I can't very well go back. That being said, your chickens may have a new problem.
There's more of you now? Or are you talking about me?
You.
I don't know. I don't feel very predatorial. Actually, I feel a little hungover, if anything.
You'll get there.
Am I going to turn into whatever you are?
Are you? You already have, my dear. Just haven't realized it yet.
Yeah, the whole blurry sight thing. It's a little hard to. I'm not going to be happy if I see a mirror, am I?
Blinking a couple of times seems to clear your eyes. Look around. Things seem sharper, crisper, clearer somehow. Still see everything that you saw, it's just more defined. Darkness doesn't quite seem to get into the way it doesn't seem to get into the way that it used to.
Oh, don't need a flashlight. This is nice. I can deal with this. Okay. So, what are the side effects?
No, you're not going to be able to eat food anymore. Not the way that you know it.
No, I was really looking forward to more shepherd's pie. Okay.
Well, actually, you might be able to if you Force that blood through your veins, I suppose. But that takes practice. And what your body's going to need in a couple of minutes here is something to eat.
Yeah, I'm kind of starting to feel a bit. Yeah.
I want you to take stock of your body for a moment. I want you to close your eyes and focus. And as you do feel a decided lack of heartbeat. Also feel a decided lack of a need to breathe. Feel cold, almost colder than you're used to feeling. Almost like you're the same temperature as the air around you. Sort of. You're still sort of cooling off. Make an awareness roll.
Eight and a 6.
2 successes. There's something else lurking just beneath the surface of you. It's cold. Predatory. And it doesn't care what happens so long as its needs are looked after. Your friend, for lack of a better word,
My daddy.
your daddy, looks at you, smirks. That would be the beast. Let it control you. You're gonna have a bad time. If you found out, because you've let it control you, they'll put you to death. Permanently.
This is not how I saw my night going.
You're gonna have to live in the shadows, as it were. And you're going to have to be aware and not arouse suspicion.
I feel like you're not sticking around.
You amuse me. I'll be watching. But let's just say the pup's gotta learn to walk first, or it can run.
Okay, first of all, I'm hungry. Secondly, this is definitely not what I signed up for. Okay, I'm gonna go get some more shepherd's pie because I am getting hungry. I'm gonna pretend that none of this happened. I'm just gonna go. You go. And can we just act like this didn't even, yeah, no, tonight doesn't even exist.
So you just want to ignore everything.
I'm really hoping I can. Because if what you're saying is true, then I'm a monster.
Yes, but you don't have to be a monster about it. There are ways to deal. You just have to find what works for you.
Okay, so I sit in the chicken coop and I eat the chickens. And then I just leave my home?
That is an option.
I can't live in a chicken coop. My real daddy's gonna figure out where the chickens are going and that I'm gone. Yes, I said real daddy.
Fine. You know what? You want to ignore things? That's fine. Tell you what. Since the pup's gotta learn to walk before it can run, you come find me in a couple of days and let me know how things have worked out for
How am I supposed to find you? Don't exactly have like a cell phone on all that fur. Unless you do, and I just can't see it.
It would be wiser if I didn't carry one.
Which leads me to how am I supposed to find you?
Now that old motel on the edge of town?
Yeah.
I'll be in room 6 for the next couple of days. Come find me. Let me know how things have worked out for you.
I really want to know how you're getting a hotel room looking like that. But okay.
I don't always
Okay.
look like this.
Just saying.
And with that, he stands up, brushes himself off, mutters something about children being obstinate,
Please tell me he takes the half a chicken that he dropped.
walks over, picks up the half a chicken, and walks away, and you just hear this little slurping sound. A moment later, what's left of the chicken hits you in the forehead.
Ow! Son of a bitch. Ow.
And he's gone.
Okay.
Just like that.
Well, now it looks like I killed the chicken. Dang it. Okay, I'm going to try and go back in the house and pretend this didn't happen. I'm just going to go back in the house because I'm just, you know what? I would really like a shower right now. I just got hit with a chicken. I am covered in blood. And I really, really, really am mad about the chicken now.
You make your way back towards the house. You manage to get by your parents without them asking any questions. Your father's, again, buried in his book. Doesn't even look up as he asks, "So how'd it go?"
It definitely went. I couldn't save one of the chickens, but it went.
Did you at least manage to catch the culprit?
You know, I took a chicken to the head, and I think I lost my memory. Um, we're gonna leave it at that. So I got there, and that's what happened. I'm just gonna go take a shower. I
So,
have dead chicken on.
so what was it?
I don't know. I just saw a shadow, threw a chicken, hit me in the head, then was gone. I'm covered in chicken. Need to go. Love you. We'll fix the fence tomorrow.
Just kind of blinks for a moment, stares back at his book. Your mom isn't anywhere to be seen at the moment. As you make your way upstairs into the bedroom and get your stuff ready, go take this nice, hot, steaming shower. The water doesn't feel like it should. A little bit coarser almost. The warmth of the water seems to warm up your body a little bit, more so than normal.
Am I boiling myself on accident in here?
Not quite. Not quite. As you get out, you start drying yourself off. Your mouth starts to feel just a little bit dry. Pressure starts to make itself known in your head. A bit of an ache in your stomach, almost like you're hungry, but not quite.
I'm just gonna assume that thing inside is probably feels like it's wiggling around then. The beast thing.
It's a little closer to the surface than it was previously.
Yeah. Thought that might be happening. So I think the first thing I'm gonna notice is that I dried myself off faster than I ever thought I could.
Okay?
Best shower ever. I'm gonna get dressed for bed, and I'm probably gonna go downstairs because if I feel like, oh, I might need some water, or ooh, I'm kind of hungry, I'm gonna assume it's for human food because that's all I know outside of chicken.
Okay.
So I'm going to go downstairs and make my way towards the kitchen.
Make your way towards the kitchen. You get there without a problem. Your mother's just kind of bustling around in the kitchen. Seems to be almost making a cup of tea. Waiting for the water to boil. Seems to be lost in thought.
I'm going to assume that all I need is water. So I'm gonna grab a cup and I'm going to try and fill it with water in the faucet without bugging my mom too much.
Water flows just like it always has. Smells really good. Sort of. Smells like water.
Water has never smelled so good.
I didn't. Yeah, no. As you bring the glass to your lips, the moment it touches your tongue, it's almost like drinking the runoff from a compost heap.
Oh, that is not satisfying. No, I'm going to spit it out and probably make a weird noise.
And your mother looks up. Is everything okay?
Yeah. I thought I was thirsty, but no, I guess I'm not. Um, how you doing? I'm trying not to look at her. I'm trying really hard to stay looking forward and not at my mom. Because she's gonna know I'm lying, because all moms know when you do that.
Add 2 hunger dots to your hunger track.
Ooh. uh,
The dryness in your throat and your mouth starts to get a lot worse. There is something that smells really good, but you're not sure where it's coming from.
yeah, I'm gonna keep trying not to look at my mom and
Yep.
see if I can't figure out the smell that I'm gonna end up doing it.
She's got what you want. You know you wanna. Tastes good, I promise. You can hear the beast inside yammering.
And I'm sure that my mouth will start watering, knowing it's right there.
Are you okay,
I'm
dear? You look a little pale.
Yeah, maybe I'm coming down with something. I'm gonna turn around and face her. Just ask her to check my forehead so I can see if what I'm smelling is coming off of her. Listen to the voice for a minute.
Add another hunger
So,
dot.
yeah, I'm I'm pretty sure I'm about to attack my mother. I'm positive. So
You
I'm
still
going to keep
remain.
sniffing.
You still have control over your body. I'm going to make you do a hunger check here in a moment, but you still remain control. You still remain in control of yourself until you hit 5, from the way I understand.
Mm-hmm.
After that, we start doing, I think it's frenzy checks or hunger checks.
Ooh. Okay. Ooh, idea. So I'm going to push my mother over and run out of the kitchen.
Gonna push your mother over and run out of the kitchen.
Yes.
Which is funny because she's still sitting in that chair at the table.
Yes, but I'm getting her as far away from me as possible. I'm going to push the mother and go.
Your mother gives a startled yell as she falls over. Hear the thud as she hits the ground. Hear a slight whimpering. And a moment later, a clattering and a crashing sound. As the mug that she had shatters all over the kitchen floor. And you run out of the kitchen.
I'm going to go towards the stairs. Is okay, so is the father still in reading his book or
He is. Roll a hunger check for me. Make a hunger roll for me.
Oh. Okay, so
Actually,
what am I
hold on
doing
a
on this
second.
one?
Let me double check your character sheet. I think that's what we're supposed to do. Let me double check my rules here.
Because I'm gonna say he probably just heard all of that and got up.
Yeah, he's actually just starting to put his book down, but give me 1 second here while I double check my hunger rules. Wherever the fuck they went. Okay, so you now have... Okay, that makes sense. So, with your hunger dice the way that they are, each dot in hunger you have, you take a hunger dice. They replace one of the dice that you roll. Normally. If I call for a check and you have a dot in hunger, take one of your regular dice and replace it with a hunger dice.
Okay, what's a hunger dice?
It's your D10.
Okay, so
Most
they're
people
all
have different
D10.
most people have different colored dice for hunger dice.
Okay. So what you're trying to do is not succeed in hunger?
Roll me a composure check.
Okay, dice, I need you to like me right now.
You have 2 dice. You have 3 dots in hunger.
Yeah.
You're gonna roll me 3 hunger dice.
So am I rolling 5 or just a 3?
Just the 3.
Okay. A 2, a 6, and a 9.
2 successes. Your father puts his book down. And he gets up. What happened? What's going on?
Mom fell. I need to just, yeah.
A moment later, you hear your mother yell out, "She pushed me! I broke my cup! I think I sliced my hand open!"
Yeah, I'm gonna go get a Band-Aid. Maybe you should go help Mom. I'm just gonna
You
go.
stay right where you are.
Smell later.
I expect you here when I get back.
Yes, sir. Be right here.
He heads off to the kitchen. 15 to 20 minutes.
And a lot of cussing.
And a lot of cussing, especially from your father and your mother. Come back a moment late. They come back about 15 minutes later, and your mother has a fairly bandaged hand.
Oh,
Yeah, she cut herself, and she cut herself deep.
oh, I'm probably smelling the blood, aren't I? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna need to tell them. I need you guys to not be that close to me like that. It
Hungry.
can, yeah.
Food.
I really need y'all to just let me move, because I don't think this is a good idea.
What the hell was going through your mind? Each moment that passes, it's getting harder to contain.
Yeah, I definitely need I need to move, or you need to move.
What
This is
the
not.
hell was going through your mind?
I don't want to explain that. Can we just blame the chicken to the head?
You don't just push your mother like that because you got a chicken to the head.
Okay, her cut reopened. I need her to. Mom, please, just go to bed, move, go, do something, go get stitches. Like, this is not good. I'm gonna give it.
Are you willingly?
If they don't move, I am.
Roll me composure. Composure. Actually, better yet, roll me composure and resolve. Gotta give you a couple more dice. Remember, 3 of them are hunger dice.
I know. That's hard. 4, 7, 4, 1.
You have a bestial failure. One moment while I
failed.
look up my dice
Did I
rules.
just-
Because of that
did I
one.
Did I just fail to eat my family?
Hold on. If you fail, or if you roll a bestial fail, which is a 1, you got 1 success out of that entire lot. 2 fails and 1 bestial fail. If you roll a bestial fail on your hunger roll, this means the beast inside of you has taken some portion of your initiative away. This means you are more bestial, vampiric than you were before you rolled. You feel that beast. Coldness inside you start to surface, push its way up. Through your mind, overriding your sense of reason. Urging you just to have a little taste. It couldn't possibly hurt. She'd forgive you, right? Surely she'd understand what's going on if you explained afterwards. Just a little taste. Hungry. You can't leave me like that, can you? We're a team.
Team, I didn't have you like an hour ago. Okay. I'm gonna grab the bandaged hand and start trying to remove the bandage. Just a sniff, just a sniff, see if that's what I'm craving.
Your mother tenses and tries to pull her hand back from you. She doesn't quite succeed. You can feel her tugging. You can hear her yelling, and you can hear your father yelling at you as well. But at this point, you're not really paying attention. You have much more pressing matters. The bandage falls away, leaving the gash on her bum. It's fairly deep. As you watch, you can see the blood in her hand welling up. Surface.
I am going to start by bringing it closer to my face. I'm going to sniff it to see if that is what I'm craving.
This is indeed what you're craving.
I'm going to lick it.
And you feel your mother trying to wrestle her hand out of your grip. You feel a second set of hands. You hear yelling and a commotion. Your attention elsewhere. The moment that first drop hits your tongue, it's like paradise if it were made of liquid. The beast inside of you purrs happily.
I'm going to start pulling her closer.
She can't resist eat hard enough. Your father and your mother are desperately trying to get you off of her. But they can't really match you at the moment.
I'm going to follow the vein in her arm and bite her up near her elbow.
And the beast inside purrs in satisfaction. A couple moments later, you feel your mother growing fairly limp. Skin grows cold. It wasn't enough for you. Enough for the moment, but you need more.
Then I turn to my father. And I'm just going to jump on him.
You see a look of terror in his eyes as his wife falls to the floor and you let her go. You jump on him. He tries to run. He doesn't get very far. It's this animalistic urge inside of you.
I'm going to pull his head back as far as I can and bite into his neck.
And again, that warmth, pleasurable warmth, flows into you and through you. Never had anything quite so desirable. You can hear him start to whimper a little bit. He's trying to fight you off, unable to get purchase. A moment later, he drops to his knees, just kind of wavers back and forth. You hear him quietly call out your name. And he falls over, with his body growing cold. You can remove 3 points of hunger as awareness starts to return. Creaking on the steps as your brother stops mid-stride down the steps after hearing this commotion. He looks at the sight before him, unable to comprehend what his eyes are telling him, before running back up the stairs and a moment later, slamming his door shut. You can hear him talking to someone. And you can hear him giving your address.
Oh, yeah, he called 911, didn't he? Ooh. Yeah, that's really bad. I'm going to run to his room and see if I can try to explain myself.
Leaving your parents' bodies on the floor, you make your way up the stairs outside of his bedroom door, and you can hear his frantic voice. They're both dead. I don't know what happened. She was standing there all covered in blood, and they're dead on the ground. He sounds really frantic.
I'm gonna knock. Buddy, let me in. I can explain. It's okay.
She's outside my door. You're gonna have to help. Please hurry. I don't know if I can hold her off for long.
Buddy, don't do that. Just hang up. I'll explain. It'll be fine, buddy. Just let me in.
I don't hear
I'm gonna
it.
force the door. I'm gonna force the door open.
Roll me a strength check.
Okay, Dad. You better do me right this time. Three and a 1. I just got bested by a door.
So you're actually going to start using your vampiric stats. Your full stats. So I'm going to give you a reroll on that because I know you've got more in strength.
Yeah, I have 4 dots in strength.
One moment. My cat is on the stove.
Oh.
Little fucking shit. So yeah, I'm gonna give you a reroll on that because I know you've got more. I know you've got more points in strength.
Okay, so I have 4 points in strength. So
You roll
7,
4 dice.
Yeah, 7, 4, 9, 9.
That
That,
is a
that door's a
success
splinter.
as far as I'm concerned. So you are good with that 7499. The door seems a little too easy to open despite the fact that it's locked. As a matter of fact, the handle feels a little bit looser after you're done with it. You literally just take it and wrench it.
I thought I might have turned the door to toothpicks.
No, not quite. And the door pushes open. And you can see your brother in the room pulling his final leg, his second leg out the window behind him. As he slams the window shut, takes off.
Oh, I'm opening the window and jumping out after him.
You move over to the window. Your hand's on it. Next thing you know, you hear a resounding crack. Everything goes black. And that's where we're going to cut session off for tonight. To our audience, thank you for joining us tonight. Hope you enjoyed this. It was a little bit of a rough start for me. Give me a couple of sessions, I'll get into the swing of things. How did you enjoy things tonight?
Oh, this is fun.
Yeah?
I hope I get to eat my brother.
There's lots more to come. You are going to have, hopefully, many adventures, Alorah. You are going to get to see things that you never dreamt of. You are going to make friends, the likes of which you never thought possible. We're going to see where this road takes you on your adventure. But unfortunately, that's going to have to wait until our next session.
Yes.
Thank you very much for being here, folks. And we'll see you next time. Edmonton by Night.